My name is Mark Andrew Bonham. I've been a Muslim for just over 30 years. I'm 57 years of age. I was born in Birmingham in the UK. I live and work still in Birmingham. I use the name Akram.
زملاء عمله من ماليزيا كان لهم دور كبير في تعرفه على الإسلام.
And they used to work for me when I had my own company. They used to work in my office. And I was invited to design a mosque in Birmingham. And I spent time to find out, first of all, I had no idea what a mosque was or what happened inside a mosque. So I spent time with the people there to find out. And they gave me books to read. One of the books, which I have here, is Islam in Focus.
نعم ما شاء الله.
I read the Yusuf Ali translation of the Quran, and I read this in its entirety.
استمر أكرم عامين يقرأ بهذين الكتابين ليجد سبب يجعله لا يدخل في الإسلام، فوجد نفسه مقتنعا بهذا الإسلام.
When I picked up the Quran, and I just felt that it was a very comprehensive, that everything is in the Quran, that what a question you want to ask or what guidance you need, if you look carefully, you can find it in the Quran. Some things are very easy to understand, they're very obvious. Some things you understand with explanation, with help. You can read translator's notes or you ask a scholar or imam to explain to you. And some things, the Quran, you will never understand. It's completely different to reading the Bible or other religious books. I mean, it's the real revealed word of Allah, so it is unique and special. I don't know if I'm expressing myself very well here, but every time you have a problem or difficulty, then inshallah you can go back to the Quran and you can find guidance there.
قرأ القرآن كله قبل إسلامه، فوجد القرآن يجيب على كل تساؤلاته، وتأثر كثيرا بسورة الكافرون.
Everything I wanted to know was in the Quran. If I just read the translation of Surah Al-Kafirun, those who reject faith. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Say, O ye that reject faith, I worship not that which ye worship, nor will ye worship that which I worship, and I will not worship that which ye have been wont to worship, nor will ye worship that which I worship. To you be your way and to me mine. The thing that impressed me was, until you get to the very last ayat, it sounds very uncompromising and very confrontational, but then the balance comes in the last ayat, and I read the translator's note. It said, it defines the right attitude to those who reject faith. In matters of truth, we can make no compromise. There is no need to persecute or abuse anyone for his faith or belief. This was really, really important message to me, and this is one of the things that made me realize that Islam is the right way, that is what I have to do. When I became Muslim, I had already completed my studies. I was working in the field that I'm working now. I was working on the design and building of a new masjid, and it was at that time when I actually took my Shahada. And I think that more than anything, it was the totality of the Quran and of Islam as a complete way of life, which is what I found so appealing and still do today. I mean, it was nothing left out. Christianity I found difficult. There were various conflicts, things that I couldn't reconcile. I didn't find anything like that at all in Islam.
ما شاء الله كم مسجد شاركت في بنائه؟
I think over the last 30 years in about 50 mosque projects, 50.
ما شاء الله.
In all over, mainly in the UK, okay, a few outside.
ما شاء الله تبارك الرحمن. هذا البناء كله كان قبل الإسلام؟
I designed the first mosque in Birmingham before I was a Muslim, and it was through that I got to know about Islam and I got to know Muslims. And this is just over 30 years ago, a long time ago. The brother that first brought me to this mosque said, Islam is a very complete and beautiful religion and a way of life. And he said to me, don't be disappointed by the Muslims. At that time I didn't understand what he meant, but I think inshallah more I understand now. If you meet a good practicing Muslim and you spend time with them, alhamdulillah, that is the way that you're going to learn about Islam, not from seeing what you watch on the TV or what you read in newspapers.